Welcome to H Truck Dismantling Service Facility for Tom's Truck Center, Carmenita Truck Center, and the MEGA PDC. Our facility has over 10,000 square feet and can hold hundreds of parts ready for transport. Thousands of those parts are sent straight to the MEGA PDC to be sold directly to customers. Our shop floor is where all the action happens, dismantling at least 2 trucks at a time, truck repairs, storage and organization racks, parts washing, and even preparing parts for shipping. A used commercial truck can serve one of 2 uses: sold to another owner to remain on the road, or be dismantled and become a used parts resource. When trucks come here, they become a used parts resource. You may not know it, but underneath all the dirt and oil are thousands of dollars worth of quality used parts: engines, coolant systems, piping, and many more. Now we are going to hear from Andrew, our head manager, about the operations and processes that take place within these walls.
My name is Andrew Steele. I've been with the company for 4.5 years, and in that time we've taken our used parts operation and we've changed it to where we're producing some of the highest quality parts our company's ever seen. The idea that we have is to pull the truck from the market and bring it into our operation, identify all the parts that we can that are going to be good quality used parts, and filter those through our operation to produce a good quality product to sell in our parts department. We start with trucks that are trade-ins from Tom's Truck Center and Carmenita Truck. We also buy trucks from the market, or some of our common sources for finding trucks. And then we try to be the end of the line and the most sustainable disposal process for those trucks to market them properly to our customers. So many of our parts that come in aren't, are our mainline parts product that we sell. Engines and transmissions are really good sellers for us. We also like to sell lots of body panels and interior components to help customers recondition their trucks. We also have other parts lines as far as that look like truck bodies that come off of the trucks, and we sell to companies that are doing truck construction. We also market those bodies out to wholesalers that make other things out of those bodies. And then we have a export used parts line that we sell a lot of the secondary parts that don't qualify to sell or are not as desirable in our market in Southern California. Through our dismantling operation, the normal time frame it takes to process a vehicle is about a day and a half to 2 days. We bring the truck in, we do a lot of extensive testing to ensure that the engine is of good health, the transmission works well, we check all the accessories such as the air conditioning, the charging system, and we look at the suspension and those parts. So from there, once we finish the testing, the team goes forward and dismantles the truck. They usually start by removing the cab, and then from there they work on the engine and transmission, and then down to the chassis assembly and do the dismantling on the chassis. And that process is about a day and a half to 2 day process.
Now when trucks come to our dismantling shop, they do not come factory fresh and clean. Some companies will keep their trucks running for 10 years or more. All those years on the road can cause a buildup of several layers of dirt and debris. Once a part is removed from the truck, it is assorted onto shelves and waits its turn to be cleaned. Each used part starts with a wash. It is soaked with cleaner and is scrubbed with a brush. Depending on the condition of the part, more than one wash may be needed to get the job done. The part then moves to a drying rack and is inspected for any unseen damage covered by debris. If a part does not meet the sale standard, it is discarded. But as soon as the part is completely dry, it can be properly packaged and labeled and put on the shelf awaiting shipment to its final destination. Underneath Andrew's leadership are 4 employees vital to the success and continued growth of H Truck. Let's meet our hardworking crew. This is Alex Jimenez. He is in charge of the used truck inventory support. Every part that comes off a truck has to be cataloged and input into our systems that Tom's, Carmenita, or the MEGA PDC can access for their needs. Every day he inputs all those parts, varying from complete engines to the smallest plastic accessories for inside the cab. This requires extreme attention to detail and 100% accuracy. Next up is Charlie.
So I'm Charlie. I'm a helper here at H Auto. I'm part-time. I work mostly with engines or any kind of putting out fires or wherever they need me in the area. I've been here for 5 months, but I've been with Tom's organization for almost 7 years. I was a porter over at the service side of the organization. I would drive trucks and I would help with cleanup, and sometimes I'd even assist the technicians with easy work or work that wasn't going to make them very much money.
Now we have Richard. Richard is one of the most unique employees we have at H Truck in that he was born deaf. Our operations manager, Andrew, has pushed himself to learn sign language so that he could establish a solid line of communication with Richard. Not many deaf people enter into the auto industry, but Richard has become a highly valued member of our team. Last but not least is Joel.
My name is Joel Carlos. I am a dismantler here. My day usually starts off by bringing in the truck, usually by jumping it or charging the batteries and getting it started. It's whatever it takes to get the truck on and going. After that, I go to a compression test, and if the compression test passes, I bring it in. If not, then I do a leak down test and then bring it in. Start breaking down the parts, make sure that all the parts I pull off are right, good to go. And then after I just totally dismantle the truck, pull out the engine and all that, I start cutting the frame. In the frame, I just toss it and call it a day.
There you have it. You have met our entire crew at H Truck. You would think if we can dismantle a truck in one day that we would have a few guys working on each truck, but we don't. Our technicians have the highest level of training to effectively and efficiently pull a truck apart. Our workforce might be small in number, but we run like a well-oiled machine. As soon as we open our doors in the morning, this team hits the ground running. Dismantle, prep, and ship out. The process never stops.